Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I haven't really posted in a while, if ever. I think my last post was probably a year ago. But I just got a 3D printer this last Christmas and I want to use it as an excuse to create some content. I wanted to start off light and print a cap for my Sony camera body and also add a little bit of customization to it, maybe a KAWS head at the top of the actual cap. At the finish, I kind of wanted to look like this. So the first thing we're going to do is hop into Blender. Then we're going to go into Ultimaker Cura, which is a 3D slicer that pretty much prepares a file to be sent to your 3D printer. So from there, we're going to print the actual model, sand it, prime it, then paint it, and hopefully have a nice finished product that I can show to you guys at the end. So we're going to start in Blender 3D, and I already have my cap imported. I think I downloaded it from Sketchfab for free. I could have modeled it myself. It's a simple shape, honestly, but I wanted accurate real world scale out the box. I also have this KAWS head here that I've cut and patched up to make into a solid shape. Did a little bit of sculpting and remeshing to make sure the head sat flat on the cap. Once I'm happy with the model, I export it as an STL file and then import it into Ultimaker Cura. Now I did export the file separately because I do plan on sanding, priming, and painting them separately. And at the end, I'm just going to super glue it together, honestly. But going back to Cura, it's fairly easy to use with a 30-minute tutorial search on YouTube. And I say 30 minutes just so you can get a good understanding of these parameters, because getting them right will make or break your model. So once I've set the parameters and hit slice, and I like how the model looks like it's going to come out, I'm now going to export the file into a memory card that I can insert into my 3D printer to begin the process. Now the 3D printing process can be very tricky, especially as a beginner. I've already come across many issues, from bed leveling to adhesion issues to just a filament stringing out and making a whole mess. But the most important thing is to just stay patient, stay poised, and really just focus on fixing the problem. So after a lot of trial and error, we finally got a good enough print for both the cap and the KAWS head. And now we're going to move into sanding. For this project, it didn't really require a lot of sanding. The camera sensor cap was already smooth enough for me to bypass the sanding process and just move on to the KAWS head. Now the KAWS head was a little rigid. I definitely had to sand down the laying lines a little bit to smooth out the edges and leave a nice little foundation for the primer to level out the surface. It didn't take long because it's such a small model. So from here, we're going outside to prime the prints and get them ready for painting. The primer process was definitely a little tricky because I don't have any kind of painting supplies or a painting booth. All I have is a primer, spray paint, a mask, and a clip to hold the actual models. So not the most ideal setup, but for what we're trying to do, it's good enough. So you see me here just faintly trying to spray the model. I'm not really trying to go directly at it and cause any kind of ripples with the liquid, but really just trying to coat the whole thing. Again, definitely not the most ideal way to do it. The way I'm clipping it, definitely the spots under the clip aren't getting the right amount of spray onto them. So once I set down the model, I'm just gonna spray those parts where the clip was holding on also. So I did let these sit for about 20 minutes. I came back for a second coat just to really smooth it out. And then about 30 minutes later, I moved on to the actual spray painting, and I honestly like the new look we got. So after painting, now I just left it out for like an hour or so, and I'm actually happy with the finished product we got. It's still a little bit sticky. I need the paint to set out a bit before I actually put it on my camera. But yeah, this is how it looks, and I'm happy with it. And there you have it. This is our first 3D project. I am definitely happy with it. It's something that I wanted, something that I needed, and definitely an idea that I can build upon. Definitely an idea that I want to create my own customizations on top of. Like, I of course don't want to sell a KAWS head camera cap. KAWS is in my company, so I definitely want to cover my own characters and designs to add on top of it. But yeah, I do want to take you guys on that journey with me and continue posting on this channel. But yeah, if you watched this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, whatever, and yeah, see you next time.